Hi. Okay, so I have bought this weight sensor digital portable 10 kilogram electronic scale load cell weight, and I really wonder how to work with this one, because if you will search for documentation, I have found that they are using some amplifier in order to take signal out of it and decide what is the weight. But I've decided to understand a little better how it works. So search in Google in order to get the schematic diagram of this one, and we can see by the pictures that we have 4 wire. We have a red, black, white and green wires, and I would like to know exactly what each one of them is doing. Okay, so if I'm going to the schematic, I can see here also 4 wires, exactly like in the eBay picture. And what I can see also is that there are 4 resistors. Okay, so because there is no marking which one of the wire is what, maybe there is something now, just a data sheet, nothing else. Okay, so I need to understand what each wire is. So we have something that is called power plus E, power minus E, signal plus and signal minus. And by the resistor I can see that there are 2 strain resistor, which means that this resistor will be changed by the stress that we apply to this part of metal. Okay, so by the way, we can see 2 screws in each side. So I guess that if I will keep this part or this side, let's say fixed, and apply pressure on this side, so something will happen and the resistor value will be changed. Okay, so we have 2 resistors. The problem is that in each of the application node I've seen that it is connected to amplifier. So this means that the value that comes of the signal here should be very low and the change is very low, and we will have to make this change a little higher in order to be able to read it in the analog to digital converter or voltmeter or anything that we would like to use. Okay, so now which of the wire is what? So if I see this for resistor, so probably if I will measure between this part and this part, the value will be of course lower than measuring from this side to this side. So I just need to take 2 wires. Actually I can take one and try to see the resistance from each side of it, and it doesn't matter if I will take this side and this side, or I will take this side or this side, because this is fully symmetric. So just I need to understand which are the upper, the most upper and the most lower side, or here and here, or here and here. Okay, so I will just measure the resistor and we'll see about the results. About the voltage, basically this is just a bridge, so let's understand how these bridges are working. We have 4 resistors. Okay, so I will try to name them and we'll understand a little better. Okay, so we have the 4 resistor here. This is R1, R2, R3 and R4. So basically these are the part where the signal goes out. So we call it out. Just a second, let me fix this one. Okay, so let's call it out plus. Okay, and here will be out minus. Okay, so by the Ohm law it's very simple. If you will look at this part and this part, so we can say that V out minus is equal to the current that is going here multiplied by this value of the resistor. So let's say it is delta E, because we have E plus and E minus, divided by post resistor. This is the current, and all these multiply by R2, and this is V out minus, and V out plus will be the same to the second side, so is equal to delta E, which is E plus minus E minus. Basically, if this is 5 volt and this is 0, so this will be just 5 volt divided by R3 plus R4, and this multiply by R4. Or if we will develop everything, so it will be that the voltage between this part and this part, if I will put here some kind of voltmeter, and this is what we are actually doing, so it will be 0 if R1 divided by R2 is equal to R3 divided by R4, because if the ratio is the same between this part and this part and this part and this part, so there will be no current or no voltage here, because the voltage here and the voltage here will be the same. So if this is like 1 volt and this is 1 volt, so if we measure between both sides of 1 volt, we'll get 0. Okay, so this is actually what all this weight sensor is about. So my guess that what we are reading here in this side, we have to amplify this part by very high value, I guess something like maybe 1000, because the changes will be very low. I guess it will be around millivolt if you will supply about 10 volts. So I will test it later, because otherwise there shouldn't be an amplifier in all the application note I've seen. Okay, so this is all about, and I will measure it and will come with conclusion about it.